Gina Victoria, beauty industry expert and educator. I teach babes how to become bosses in the beauty and fashion industry. If this is your first time here, welcome. I would love to add you to my family of other beauty bosses, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. In today's video, I am going to be sharing how I resigned from my full-time corporate career as an account manager in banking and finance and became a full-time entrepreneur. In the second half of the video, I am going to be providing actionable steps that you can take to transition away from your 9-to-5 and be your own boss. If you want to see how I took that leap of faith and left a company that I worked for 10 years and pursued my dream, and want to know how you can too, keep watching. Okay, first we're going to start with a story time. I worked for this company for 10 years. I started in wealth management, and then the last 2 years I ended up working in a department which was commercial banking. So basically banking and credit for businesses. A lot of my colleagues were there for like 20 to 30 years, and I know I didn't have another 10 to 20 years to give them. I felt like I was dying a slow, painful death. I knew, even though I was blessed to have benefits and blessed to bring home income, I knew that this was not my passion, and I knew that I was not supposed to be here. So I ended up going over to my mom's house and I told her, give me a sheet of paper. I'm about to write a declaration to myself. And in this declaration, I'm going to include a date, and this will be the date of the last time I ever worked for anyone else in my whole entire life. So we took the sheet of paper, put it in the envelope. I gave it to my mom, and I wrote on the envelope Gina's exit date. I gave her the envelope to put on her shelf, and it was out of sight, out of mind. So that was in 2016. In 2017, I opened and operated the Pretty Bar Makeup Lounge, along with working my full-time job. The Pretty Bar was actually located like 2.5 blocks away from my corporate job, and I literally would like sneak away. I said, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something to eat, going to grab coffee, and I will walk 2 to 3 blocks to go check on my employees, clients, and just see like the operations of the business. And it got to the point where it was just so much. I would do that 3 to 4 times a day, and I just got tired of sneaking around. So one day, after me checking on the establishment, I got back to my desk, and I remember my phone and my emails were blown up. So with the company email, the company that I work for, I had multiple emails, voicemails, and then with my business, I had emails and voicemails, and I was like, you know what, God, I'm done. Let me know when I can go, because as soon as you say go, I'm out of here. A week later, we had an unexpected HR meeting. It was unrelated to me leaving my desk all the time. But the HR meeting was basically, we just did like a slideshow, and it had said something about embracing endings to open up to be able to accept your new beginning. And I was like, that's a sign. That's God speaking to me, telling me that I can go. I can end my career here in banking and finance, and I can fully step into my purpose as a salon owner / makeup artist full-time. So in May 2018, I went into my manager's office and I said, I needed to talk with you. And no one knew that I had opened up this location, that I was a makeup artist / esthetician. Like, I was very low key at my job. Like, I came in, I did the work. They asked me how my weekend went. I was like, oh, it was good. When the whole time I'm doing bridal parties and payroll. So that day, when I spoke to my manager, I told her everything. I said, look, I opened up a makeup bar downtown a few blocks from here, and it's doing really, really well. I can no longer dedicate my time to this company and trying to build my company at the same time. And I let her know at the end of the year, in December, that I will be resigning. So that was May 2018, and I let her know that my last day will be December 21st, 2018. Now, why did I do the 21st? Is because I didn't want to come back after Christmas, because my birthday is December the 28th, and then after that you have New Year's. So I knew that December the 21st, 2018 will be my last day. She said, okay, write it on up and officially submit your resignation letter. As soon as I got back to my desk, I received this here email. And I felt like that was like a God wink or a confirmation that what I just did, I was aligning with my path and my purpose. I knew I did the right thing. On my last day in corporate America, I told my mom to get that letter off her shelf to see, did my date manifest? Like, did what I spoke and what I written, did it come into fruition? And it did. The original letter that I wrote has said December the 21st, 2018. And the letter that I submitted to my manager, the letter of resignation, ended up being December 21st, 2018. Since December 21st, 2018, that was my last time that I ever worked for anyone. So that was the actual story time. Next, I'm going to be giving you actionable steps that you can take in order to smoothly transition into your full-time entrepreneurship journey. A lot of people will jump, but I knew that I couldn't jump like that because a little bit of information about me, I do run a single parent household, and I did not want to set myself up and my child up for failure. So it was very imperative that I wrote down each step in order for me to exit out of my corporate America and be comfortable. Number one is give yourself an exit date. Now, I can't tell you whether it should be 6 months, a year, 2 years, but you want to give yourself enough time to execute the next steps. After you give yourself an exit date, you want to focus on financial planning. And financial planning will help you simplify your bills. So there's two things that you can focus on. You can focus on paying off items and then paying down items. So with the financial plan, you can just pretty much write down all your bills, all your expenses that your household needs day to day. So you want to simplify your bills and get them down to the bare minimum. The next step in financial planning is saving money. So if you do not have an emergency fund, this is where you will want to get one. Financial experts say at least 8 months of a living expenses. If you have a physical location like I did, you need to at least have 3 to 6 months operational expenses for the physical business. Another saving money tip that I did, I started to live off of my corporate money. And then any additional funds that I made with my business through services and products, I put that in the savings account. So I basically started to set myself up mentally as if I was just living on one stream of income, because I knew I was going to start living that way anyway. So the next thing you want to do is check into health care plans. Now, if you have a spouse, maybe you are already on their insurance, but like I said, this was something that I created as a single parent household. And before, I would have never put health care on, but when I left, I did not have health insurance. My son had health insurance, and I was thinking like, okay, he's good. I'm relatively healthy, and what I'll do is just go see the doctor once a year, you know, just to get my annual checkup, and then I'll just pay out of pocket. Oh, and behold, I was diagnosed with cancer in September of 2020. I already did a story time sharing a little bit of my cancer journey, and I'll link that video down below for you to see that. So I'm not trying to scare anyone, but you just want to make sure you stay in optimal health. And like I said before, I would have not thought that was important because I felt like I'm young, I'm healthy, but life does happen. Next, you want to make sure you have the proper policies and procedures in place. You want to make sure you protect yourself from cancellations and no call, no shows. Next is take a look at your menu of services. You want to make sure your prices reflect the correct pricing. You want to make sure you are making a profit in order to pay yourself in your business, because now this income has to supplement the other income that you will be walking away from. The next thing you want to do is create additional streams within your business. You should be doing this anyways. Another way you can create multiple streams within your business, you can actually expand your menu of services. Case in point, I was solely focused on providing makeup services. I forgot that I had an aesthetics license. So the bulk of my clientele was from Friday to Sunday. Then Monday I did like payroll and just all like the back office stuff. And so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I had nothing to do. And I was like, you know what? You can actually offer skincare services. And that is how I extended into a skincare bar. As a beauty professional, you can offer so much under the scope of beauty. The concept is replacing your primary source of income, and that is by expanding your menu of services and products. Lastly is have faith in yourself, in your skills, in your business. If you feel like this is something God or a higher power is calling you to do, go for it. Walk in it. Be courageous. I promise you, you will not regret it. But you just want to make sure you plan for your success and implement this into your exit strategy. Call it a cute name. Do something to really motivate you for, and get to working on your plan. You got dreams to pursue, honey. Get off of here. Get started. And that is it. That is how I turned in my resignation letter and walked away from my 9-to-5 in order to pursue full-time entrepreneurship, along with some tips. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you have any suggestions on what type of videos you want to see in beauty and business, leave them down below as well. And until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.